Is it daytime or nighttime?
Daytime.
Daytime, very good. Are you indoors or outdoors?
Outdoors.
Outdoors. And now I'd like you to look down at your feet. Describe your feet to me. Are you wearing shoes?
I think I'm barefoot.
You're barefoot. Very good. And as you look at your feet, are they male or female?
A female.
Female feet. So look up from your feet and look to your legs and your torso. What are you wearing?
Uh, it's very like a leaf skirt.
A leaf skirt. Uh-huh. Tell me more. What color is it?
Uh, Green. And I think it's being wrapped around my waist with like a twig that doesn't hurt my skin. A leaf skirt.
Very good. And is that covering your torso as well?
No.
What's on your, what kind of shirt or torso? What are you wearing there?
I don't feel like I'm wearing anything on top.
Very good. And as you keep looking up, imagine that you're holding a mirror. Do you have hair?
Yeah, it's long and black.
Long black hair?
Yeah.
Very good. And look at your hands. Are you holding anything in your hands?
I have like a spear.
Tell me a
I have
little
like
bit
a
about it.
spear in my hand.
Mm-hmm. And what's that spear made out of? Tell me a little bit more about that.
It's made out of wood, like thick, like a tree, like a chunk of a tree.
Very good. You said you're outdoors. What's around you? What do you see around you?
I feel like I'm in a forest. Can't really see, but I sense birds and high, high trees and grass.
What size are you? Are you a size like we are now? Are you a different size?
I'm fairly petite.
Mm-hmm. Very good.
I'm,
And
yeah,
height wise, are you
I'm small. Um, I'm pretty short. Um, I don't know, like 5 feet.
very
I'm a
good?
female.
A female, very good. So let's go to the place that you live in this fall. You live. I'm going to count from 3 to 1, and let's go to the place where you stay. 3, 2, 1. Be there now. Imagine yourself in front of your dwelling. Tell me what it looks like.
I see huts, like tickies.
Like teepee huts.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
they're made out of like leather or some kind of skin animal skin. They're brown, light brown.
Very good. Very good. And so I'd like you to walk into your teepee and tell me what you see inside.
It's not very big. There's just like a bed made out of bamboo or hard twigs,
Mm-hmm.
and it's wrapped with very thick leaves.
Very good. And do you live in this house alone?
I feel like I have a family.
Very good. I'm going to count from 3 to 1 and let's go have a meal together. 3, 2, 1. Be there now. Tell me what it is that you're eating.
Wow. Looks like a fruit that's mashed up, like it looks like rice, and I'm eating it with my fingers.
Mm-hmm. And is it on a plate or on the ground or what is it?
It's like a coconut shell.
Mm-hmm.
It's brown, and I think we use leaves to like pick up bunched up stuff,
Mm-hmm.
but I think it's fruits that I'm eating. It's mashed up. It's like a mixture of different things.
Very good. And as you look around, who's having this meal with you? Is there anybody with you?
I feel like my whole village is here. There's a fire pit in the middle
Mm-hmm.
made of rocks. We all gather here to eat.
Very good. And do you have a family, a mate, children in this village?
I feel like I have a husband or a partner, but he's not here. He
Mm-hmm.
goes hunting
Mm-hmm.
or he's out and can't. But he's looking for food, I think.
Very
And I
good.
have a son.
And what age is your son?
I think he's 8.
He's 8. I want you to look into the eyes of this son. The eyes are the windows to the soul. Do you recognize them as anybody in Gisette's life today?
I
What do
have a
you see?
brother,
Uh-huh. Very good.
Atunta,
And what is that? His name?
Atunta,
Atun.
Atunta,
Now, who's Atunta?
my brother.
Your brother's name is Atunta. And what do we call you?
Vera, Vera,
You can spell it if it's easier.
Anunta,
Anuta. Anuta. And Anuta, how old are you?
23,
23. Very good. And where are you? What continent are you on?
South America.
America. And what year is it for you? First date that comes to your mind.
1506.
Very good. And what part of America are you in?
Peru,
Say that again.
Peru,
Pearl.
Peru.
You're in Peru.
I am.
You're in Peru. Very good. So Anunta, I'm going to count from 3 to 1, and let's see what it is that you do in your village. 3, 2, 1. Be there now. Tell me, what is your role in your village?
I feel like I protect the woman in some way. They look up to me.
You protect the women.
In some way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I'm going to count from 3 to 1, and you'll know more detailed what your role is. 3, 2, how you protect the women, and 1. Be there now. What do you do to help the women or protect them?
I feel like I'm like a leader or some way to them. I guide them whenever we need to migrate. If it's needed, I plan for them. I do. I help them give birth. They look up to me. I think I'm a gatherer too in some way. I can go out and collect. Oh, my whole body's jittery.
Take a few deep breaths. And what is it that you go gather for the ladies? Let's go on one of those excursions where you're gathering, and let's see what it is that you're looking for as you go to the woods.
I'm here to protect. I gather. I can do many things. I gather medicine for them.
Mm-hmm.
I have knowledge. I have knowledge and they look up to me.
Are you the healer for the village?
I'm a healer, but I also have knowledge about something that I'm entrusted with.
I'm going to count from 3 to 1, and you will know deeper what that knowledge is. 3, having a knowing of that knowledge. 2, what are you the keeper of? And 1, be there now. What knowledge is it that you know?
There's like a pyramid. It looks like a pyramid, and it has a tunnel. And in that tunnel, there's this room deep down. And there's scrolls or paper. That information is collected in and kept there for safety. I have access to that knowledge. It is I have to protect the knowledge by protecting my people.
As you're down in that room in the pyramid, I want you to take a moment and just get acclimated. The knowledge that you're protecting, what does it pertain to? Does it pertain to abilities? Does it pertain to knowledge of the world around you? Does it pertain to gifts? What does that knowledge that you're protecting, what is it related to?
I feel like it's Earth's energy in some way. It's like record of her changes.
So Anuta, as you're down in the records of the Earth's changes, is there any of that knowledge that you could share with us at this time? What's going on with the Earth?
It's a change. I feel like Earth is crying. She's crying. She's ready. She's ready and she's been preparing for this. She's been preparing for this. So much has happened to her. She is so strong. She is so strong. She came here for this. I feel like um, I'm connected somewhere else. Like my human body is in the pyramid, and I can connect knowledge, and I can go outside and blend in and protect my people and see the kids laugh. And I get to enjoy this experience as a human. I'm connected somewhere else.
Let's go. I'm going to count from 3 to 1. Let's go see your other connection. 3, moving through time and space for you to understand your other connection. 2 and 1. Take a moment. Let your mind's eye acclimate. Where is it that you're connected? Have a deeper knowing.
It looks like a spaceship. I don't know. I'm in space,
Okay.
and I have like pearlescent skin. I think it feels like, and I have a weird face. It's like a bird. I'm tall, super tall.
So
So
describe
tall.
yourself a little more. You're very tall. Tell me a little bit more. Pearlescent skin. What color is your skin?
It throws off like a blue hue,
Mm-hmm.
and I have a beak as a nose. And it feels like I'm wearing like is that a helmet? No,
Describe
that's
it a
not a
little bit
helmet.
more.
It just feels like there's something on my head. Um,
Is it metal? Is it bright?
it it
Is it
it,
shaped?
it it's like an attachment to my head. It
Mm-hmm.
looks like a hat, but it doesn't feel like anything heavy. It's like a part of me.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
What's the purpose of this headpiece?
I think it's just for protection. For protection.
Very good. And as you look at your body, what are you wearing? What's your outfit look like?
I think I'm just wearing like a skirt. I don't think I have a top. My chest it looks like a man, or mm, like a more masculine, but I don't feel like a male or female. It's just energy.
Very good. And what star system are you from? What is your race?
Serious, 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 serious.
Sirius. Very good. And let's look at your role in this spaceship. What is it that you do in this spaceship as it relates to Earth?
I go back and forth to my human form, but I'm up here. But I'm connected to Anuta, where I collect information and bring it back on my people, on their behavior. And I can feel as Anuta the energy from Earth. And that message goes back up. And I take it down. I take it down. I write it down.
You write it down.
And codes. They look like codes.
Are there symbols? There's
Yeah.
symbols that you're writing?
They're like lines, like sand, like they look like Sanskrit or some kind of weird lines that make letters. I guess of my frame, my eyesight.
And who will see this information that you're taking down? Who sees this?
I have a whole team. I have a whole team, and we are all placed in different parts of the world, collecting information and bringing it back. We observe, and we bring back the information.
And what type of information are you collecting? What's important for you to know about Earth, the people?
The human experience. It's a different one. It's one like no one has ever experienced, and in order for all of us to collectively up here prepare for the energy change. We write down the information. So that we can, I don't know, it's like a preparation because it's never been done before. Never.
And what's the purpose of knowing with the energy change? Is it to see how the humans are reacting as more energy is brought in?
Well, there's different scenarios. There's different scenarios. See, I need a second. I'm
It's okay. Take a moment.
Fear does many things to the human consciousness. And fear is the number one, I guess, mover of people's actions. Fear has made, has had an impact. That's different every time. Fear of change, fear of power, your own power, fear of speaking out, And all of that is happening right now. All of that.
Mm-hmm.
And the fear is, it's like the mover, let's say, like an earthquake, fears that shake. And then the earthquake happens and the tsunami happens shortly after. The ripple effect is caused by the underneath fear. Fear. Fear is the prime mover in everything that's happening. We document fear. I document fear and how it plays a role in the human experience.
Very good. So the fear, what is the fear? Who's creating the fear for the humans?
Humans created themselves.
They created themselves. Very good.
It is not something that they come here with. It is not something that we instinctively come here with like a baby when it's born. It is not scared.
Mm-hmm.
It just comes and it shines and it does what it's supposed to do. It doesn't know fear. It just exists. And because of the um, power, I guess, that other people and their harsh demeanor, they've instilled fear, and fear grows like a virus. Fear grows, and the changes are to eliminate fear in the long run. Fear is not a part of us.
Very good. So this person in the ship, what do we call you? Do you?
Anux, I think it's Anux, Anuxion, Anuxa. I can't quite get it. I think it's Anux.
Anux. I'll just call you Anux.
Yeah.
So Anux, what is the role of Anuta in the pyramids? What is she keeping? Is it the same records that you're keeping inside the pyramids?
Well, she does. Yeah. She collects in order to blend in. She is a human, but she comes in with the light codes that we possess in order to help her village. People look up to her. And with this, she has a large, not following, but more of a large audience. And she is able to, which we are able to connect with, she is able to connect with many different people with different struggles, and she can help them. not only can she make medicine, but she can, um, mm, I guess, sort of like have an open space for them to be able to come and share their moment, their struggle. She is like a vessel for fear. She holds it in. People reach out to you, to her, when they are scared, when they are struggling, when they feel like they are lacking in something. It doesn't have to be specific. And she is that person that they confide in. And she takes that energy and she transmutes it for them, transmutes it for them into light. They don't know this, but they leave her vicinity, her space, feeling lighter and more confident. And in return, we are able to learn. We are able to understand with greater depth the fear that motivates people and how they behave after.
And so, Anux, what is your objective when you collect the information of the fear? What is the purpose? Is it so that you all are trying to understand it to help the humans overcome the fear? Yes. And so, how do you, Anux, in the ship? What is it that you all can do that helps the humans overcome the fear? What happens next if you need to change the level of fear that humans have?
Um,
Or help them overcome it. I know you're trying to assist.
what I'm the Earth, the planet that the humans reside on,
Yes.
vibrate on have vibrations from the humans residing on top. With the fear, when an area is taken over by people who are in fear, Earth reacts to that. And in order to help Earth at its core, we send uh, humans like Anuta to neutralize that fear, because in that mm, in that space, Earth at its core needs a little bit more lifting. When an area is too dense with fear or with heavy emotions, Earth has a tendency to bring that all up and to react. So what we do is that we help send filters to the Earth in order to neutralize that fear filters as an Anuta
Mhm.
to neutralize the fear so that we can help the earth maintain a better balance.
Would you say, next, would you say that that is what we refer to now as light workers? Is that what their job is to do as well?
Yes, yes. Filters for a greater, for source, for the bigger, the main, the center, the center light. So there are many filters from the source, after source. I am one of those filters, and then it's a filter because we use it in order, and everything's connected. It's not only me, it's not only Anuta. Everything is connected. We are all filters, and it's mainly to help the planet. It's mainly to neutralize the energy that's on the planet. We do it for the humans. We do it so that there isn't an upheaval every time. The energy is so dense, so tense. So light workers are put into place in different locations in order to filter out. And what they filter out back after taking in that fear and the concerns and the struggles is light. And the light is moved along from one being to another. And it makes the space lighter.
Beautiful. Very good. And when you say that Mother Earth is suffering and has been through so much, and she's been waiting for this moment, what is it that she's waiting for?
She's waiting to be whole again,
And how is
to
that?
not be divided, to not be. There's so much division, so much pain. She carries all of that on top of her. So much anguish. There is so much darkness being generated. And she's ready. She's ready to lift up. She's ready to begin. She wants to be whole again. And by being whole, I mean to be, to not be taken for granted. She has so much to offer that people bypass, that people, humans erase from her being. In order to create a world that's better for them, what they think is better for them. But it's bringing her down. It's been doing that for years. Centuries.
Yes.
People have been taking over instead of embracing her and using her gift as as a connection. She's being divided many ways from for a very, very long time. Everybody claims her as theirs. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. No more. No more. She's tired. She's tired of being beat up and divided and um, just being made of use only as one sees fit.
So in her quest to heal and to stop being treated in this manner, what is her intention, Mother Earth, when you say she's tired and she's ready for healing? What is the intention? What is she going to do with this? I know she's called for help.
And we are here and they are here. And the energy is just right. When the energy is just right, she will react. There will be a calling when the energy is just right, when her brothers and sisters are placed at the perfect the perfect position. She will be ready to ascend, and she will be ready to I don't know how to explain.
Take a moment.
She will be ready to I want to say explode, but it's not. It's not literal. It's more like like an mm, she will be ready to bring herself back to balance.
So would it be like a shedding of her densities? Like peeling
Yeah.
away? Like
That's
coming?
been happening already. That's been happening. And but it will get aggressive. It will get uncomfortable. But she is ready for that. And we've shown a birth. When a mother, we've told this, just said this before, when a mother is getting ready to give birth, she goes through contractions for hours.
Yes.
She goes through the painful contractions. She is giving up her body at that moment. She is no longer in control in order to birth something new.
Yes.
That is what she will do. The contractions will get bigger and bigger, but she is ready. She is ready.
And how will those contractions affect the humans?
They won't like it. They won't like it. There will be many. Many will be gone. They won't like it. Many will not be here. Those who need to go, who have chosen to go at that moment, will go. And the ones who decide to stay, they will not like it. They will be very uncomfortable. And that is, those are the ones that will feel like everything is so uncomfortable as a mental process in their soul. Until they are ready to change, they will feel like they're in a straitjacket, like that, just bounded. They will feel stuck. They will feel like they're running in the same place over and over and over again. But then you have the light workers who will come and will offer a hand. But it's completely up to them to take that. It is different for everybody. And you will not, the light workers will not be able to save everybody. You will want to, but not everybody is ready for the change. They will um, they will decide themselves if they're ready to be here or not when the time comes. And this is not a bad thing. This is what needs to occur in order for the changes to finalize, to finally come and be here. It is a calling, and every soul that signed up for this knows this deep within their heart, deep within their knowing. You can feel it. If you just sit still, you can feel that Earth is ready to change.
Mm-hmm. And as this change occurs, and there are people, as the light workers assist those that are struggling, will there be a new change after that? Or is that when the world will begin to look different after the hard time?
There will be many changes, not just this one. There is a big, big change that will come. And then after that, more changes. It will not all be sudden.
Mm-hmm.
Not for the total change, like the overall change. That will not happen suddenly. But after the big, I want to continue saying eruption.
Will there be eruptions? Will there be
Oh yeah,
earthquakes and floods and
yes, the eruption. But eruption is the word that I'm looking for. I just, but I don't want to say that and put fear into people's heart. I want to say that with confidence that the eruptions are good.
mm-hmm.
The eruptions and the changes, as scary, as fearful as you may hear it to be, it is a good thing. The fear is not good. The changes is what's going to lead you to a new life. There will be many changes, many earthly changes, and people will be in awe as to how angry your Earth is, your planet, the one you've taken for granted. You will be in awe. She has gone through so much.
Yes.
And now is when people will realize just how angry she is. But not angry with no, no. It's just the cutting down, the unnoticing of all that she has to offer. The air that is breathed in is because of her. And yet people take this, the number one most important tool to humanity, your breath. People take this for granted.
Mm-hmm.
That is one of the many things they take for granted. And she is ready. When she is ready, the fear will be at an all-time high. But those who have come here prepared will filter the fear out for those who are ready. But there is a calling. There is a calling happening.
So when we talk about all the brothers and sisters aligning, that's the other planets getting it everything in place where it needs to be. Planetary alignment, that sort of thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
And so
that
mhm.
and all the other beings on other galaxies or dimensions. It's like they're here, but they're not really here. But they are present, and they do play a big role.
Tell me a little bit more about that.
Oh, we're on support. We're all in support of what's to come, and we're all waiting for the call, just like everyone else. We are all waiting for the call.
And when Mother Earth calls out, what are the other races and other galaxies? What is their role to do?
They're here to assist.
And
You are not alone.
What ways will they be assisting the humans?
Some will come down and blend themselves in.
Mm-hmm.
They've been through this training before, but this has never happened, not like this, not in this magnitude. So they too will need adjustment, but they will be coming down and assisting the light workers that are ready at that time, because we are all the humans are light workers in their way. It's just a matter of you being willing to see it. But for those who aren't, that's okay. Others will come in to assist, and the energetic the energetic sphere. Can I say that? The energetic sphere that Earth has will need assistance. So some are here for that too. It's containing the energy that's coming that's gonna be let out, containing it to create balance, creating a balance outside. And many others have many different responsibilities, and have signed up to help in many different ways. Some will be here on Earth. Many will make the presence known in due timing.
So we have been hearing, planning for this, knowing it's coming. And of course, humans always want a time frame, but it feels very much like things are speeding up. Like this event is not so far in the future. Is that an accurate statement?
It is. It is. And the only real way to prepare is to go within, because there will be a calling. And if you do not know how to listen to the calling, you will not know how to respond.
And so it's my understanding that each light worker will have a different calling.
Oh, yeah. Everybody plays a different role. But yet again, we are all on the same mission.
Yes. And will we see this event in the next couple of years? Are we
Oh,
that
yeah.
close?
Yeah.
Will we see it in this year?
Not the full event, not the one, but that does not diminish from what is happening now. Everything is a stepping stone to the moment, to the bigger moment, and everything that is happening now, as you can see, where will prepare you. And the events, if you pay close attention, you can either drag yourself into the events and play a part in the fear, or you can step to the side and go within and hold the light and connect to Earth, to bring that balance and connect to Source, so that when the calling comes, you're better prepared. Everything that is happening now will lead you to the moment when the event comes. And it's like a preparation ground.
There seems to be a big trend for light workers that are learning their new gifts, that are bringing their gifts from different fractals of themselves into the earth, learning how for humans to be able to heal themselves. Is this the direction that light workers are moving in, to get more of their skill sets so that when this time comes, they will be able to help those that are seeking better?
Yeah. Yeah, not only that, but when the time comes and the event happens, the the gifts that many have will help Earth in many ways too. It's different for everybody. So, in order to not give specifics,
Mm-hmm.
just know that the gifts that you bring in help neutralize that balance for Earth, which is exactly what she needs. But the gifts, everybody calls them gifts, but they're not really gifts. They they are what everybody came here down with. It is yours. It was never a gift to you. It is yours to own. That's what makes everybody so different and beautiful.
Yes. I think the biggest issue is that it's so, we've not known this about ourselves, learning to accept what we're getting and accept our power. How better can we do that as light workers, as humans, be able to hone our skills and to bring them forward because they've been in our minds hidden away for so long. And now we're just coming to the realization going, oh, look at this, look at this. So, what can we do to better find our gifts and understand our, not our gifts, our skill set, so that we can get those honed in to be of more help?
Mhm. Well, um, not everything happens overnight.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and as more is being uncovered about oneself, you will, everybody, everybody will receive confirmation in one way or another from their guides and exactly what they're supposed to be doing. And as you receive confirmation, even if it's a small acknowledgement and then asking for more clarification and sitting still with it and allowing that energy to come through and the codes, the light codes to embed into your soul even more. You are able to hone that in and it'll become a part of you so much that you won't even notice the difference. Um, let me see if I can make that clear. See if I can make that clear. Okay. So as a channeler, Laura, you have had your doubts,
Yes.
but yet after the first awareness of this channeling, were you not nudged to do it again?
Yes.
Confirmation, even if it's in the slightest way, but to you, the confirmation was there. And as you continue on your journey, have you not been able to um, channel or get to know more intuitively other energies?
Yes.
Another confirmation. So, although there is doubt, you follow it and you continue to do the work. And it shows up for you when needed. that's the same way. You continue to do the work, and everybody has a different skill. You continue to do the work. You continue to accept and follow, even if there's doubt. But in your soul, it is being recognized, and it comes to play as needed. Every human will be able to use their abilities when the time comes. It's just a matter of acknowledging and trusting, even in private, that you are not being guided down the wrong way.
Very awesome. So is that the same for Gisette as she is learning about her herbs?
Yeah, and many more will come, and she will question that too.
And her
And
channeling?
oh yeah, her channeling, she knows it though. She just, it's just how important am I to actually be able to channel? It can't be that special. But we all hold the light, and therefore we are all special, not just one, not the other.
Can you help Gisette with some of her doubts? Look how beautiful the message is that she's allowing to come through. Or will this session help her with her doubts?
It will, and more will come.
Yes.
More information will come. And when the time is right, she will know what to do next.
Very good. So, as we are preparing, as light workers are watching this video, what is it that they need to do? I hear you said go within to stay out of the fear. How else can they prepare themselves to be of service and to keep grounding the light and converting the dense energy?
Give your enemy a hug.
Give your enemy a hug. That's interesting. Yes.
Love. Love is needed. And love is such a big word.
Mm-hmm.
Love encompasses all. But it is knowing that the human in front of you also needs validation, but not validation in the way that we know, that you know it as in a human form, but a lot of humans are lost. And the love that you extend to them, the hug that you embrace them with provides enough light so that they can light up a little bit. Embrace and love as many people as you can. Give a stranger a hug. Compliment them. Tell them how beautiful they look. It might not seem like much, but so many need it. There are many, many who are contemplating not being here.
Yes, it's hard times right now for a lot of people.
It is. And just a simple hug or a conversation can show them their light. And like I said, you will not be able to save everyone, but those that you can touch is enough for the moment.
Thank you for that. I wanted to see if you could expound a little bit more. When we talk about light workers continuously talking about raising our frequency, clearing our densities so that we can gather and shine more light, but that light is information. Can you talk a little bit about the information, as we call it, light, and the light codes, how all that comes together? I guess expanding more on the light codes.
The light codes are very difficult to get in, to explain in one way.
Mm-hmm.
The light code is information from not only your past life, it's information needed at the moment to help you evolve. It comes from many different streams. The light codes come from source, whatever or whoever that may be to you. But it is also embedded with your past life lineage of information that you've gathered along in the past. And it comes to you for you at that moment so that you can use in the at the moment. It is also knowledge from earth. It is also resonance from other energies. It comes in many different ways, but the light code helps you evolve at that moment. You are constantly being generated with different light codes. It's not just one event or one situation that brings the information or, attunes to your body. It is constantly happening as you go, constantly cycling through your body, and it's information that embeds into your your cells, but what is that? It's like your energetic cells, your energetic body, your light.
Very interesting. So that's a nice way to explain it. That helps understand it a little better. And my other question is, I know a lot of people have drawings and they call those light codes. Is that so as well?
Oh yeah, light codes come in different ways, and everybody's different. Some have singing.
Yes.
Your singing is a form of light codes. Have you ever heard a tune, a violin, a guitar being played by somebody, and you could feel the air in your body raising?
Mm-hmm.
Music makes the other, no, another person cry. That is a form of light code.
Beautiful. And recently I've been singing, as people call it, light language. Can you tell me a little bit more about that? Light language, as we call it, because everybody, it's so different. Everybody's is so different.
It
It's so
is.
different in every moment.
It
And
is.
recently I saw two people doing light language together. And I didn't realize that that was a possibility as well, that they would understand each other in their language. Can you just kind of teach us a little bit about light language?
Mm. Light language. You are a channel for many, Laura. And as the energy moves along, you will be discovering new parts to yourself,
Mm-hmm.
not just the light language, not just connecting with others who have passed. You will be finding yourself having many different abilities that some may not be very familiar with, if that makes sense. And like I said before, when it comes up, you will know, your soul will know that this is right for you. Light language for many, for everybody. Sorry, everybody is different. But what mm, it is about the vibration
Mm-hmm.
and the light codes. No, the vibration that is being emitted through light language is specific and different for every human that hears it.
Yeah, that's what my understanding is. Yes.
One person may find one light language pleasing and it vibrates with them. Another one, not so much. And that's okay. There's no wrong or right. It's, how can I put it? It's like the heartbeat of your mother when you were in her belly. You would, you will always recognize it.
Mm-hmm.
Light language is a heartbeat from source that others are able to hear and acknowledge them and recognize it as part of their own. Because again, we all come from the one. There is no separation, there is only differences. Light language is going to come more into play as the earth needs a different vibration. And you guys are spot on in the timing. And more of it will happen across the world. It is a way of bringing up the balance as needed. That is one of the callings. And these are small callings in comparison to what's coming. But again, it is a preparation. You heard the calling for you to do light language, and you responded.
Beautiful.
And when you respond, it changes the energy, and that energy transmutes to others. And then the change continues to cycle on. So the light language is a tool used here on Earth to ele- ele- elevate. And as things get more difficult with what seems to be the outside world, right? The events, the occurrences on the planet, more and more of these gifts will come up to the surface because it is needed more.
Very good. That's very helpful. Will Gisette be working with light language?
In the future, yeah. But for now, she is in preparation for what's to come in her personal life.
Very good. Should we let her know more about that?
Well, she has been preparing already, but the preparations that are to come, well, the changes that are to come for her are for her greater good. And some things will be removed. Others will be placed in front of her out of thin air. That's what she says, out of thin air. Okay. And when the time comes for her to step into this new energy and separate herself from the other one, she will find more occurrences of different abilities. For now, we have just begun with the channeling, and there is much more to come for her. She will be helping many.
So she was asking the question that she's not sure where to go from here, that she's learning about the herbs, that the channeling is becoming easier. And she said that she would be working with elementals. Can you tell her what that would be like? What her role would be with that?
As the herb changes, not only just that, because she We can, no. As the earth changes, the abilities that are being brought up for not only Gisette, but everybody will be used later. So working with herbs will come, and we ask her not to worry about the timing for when she is prepared. It will be there for her.
Is it necessary that we show Gisette another lifetime in which she had the knowledge of the herbs?
Sure, that will help her.
Very good. Gisette, I'm going to count from 3 to 1, and we're going to go into a lifetime where you have the ability to work with herbs so that you can see and feel what it's like. 3, moving through time and space. 2, to a lifetime where your herb skills will be shown. And 1, be there now. Allow a few moments to get acclimated. And tell me, Gisette, is it daytime or nighttime?
It's like nighttime.
Nighttime, are you inside or outside?
I'm outside.
And look down at your feet. Can you tell me what your feet look like?
Sandals, like old sandals with straps made out of, I don't know, like nylon or cotton or something.
Very good. And look up your legs and see, what are you wearing? What is your outfit?
I'm wearing a robe. It's beige.
Very good. And as you look up this robe, what kind of material is that made of?
I'm not sure, but it's soft and it's perfect. It's airy and not too tight. It's a whole dress.
Very good. And as you look up, if you were holding a mirror, what color is your hair?
Brown.
Brown. And are you male or female?
I'm a female.
You're a female. Look at your hands. Are you holding anything in your hands?
It looks like a basket, like a homemade basket.
And what's in that basket?
Different herbs, a different plants.
Very good. And I want you to, and what do we call you in this lifetime?
Thea?
Thea. So Thea, I would like for you to walk through and show Gisette some of the herbs that you're gathering. Can you take her with us? And Gisette, tell me what's going on.
Well, it's nighttime and it looks like I'm looking for a flower that only blooms at night to make sure that it's, I don't know, at its primal time for collection. It's a rare flower.
Very good. And tell me, Thea, when you find this flower.
We do.
And tell me what this flower is used for.
It has different benefits, different uses, but I am going to use it on a little kid who has like a rash, but it's digging into the skin. Maybe he's just picking at it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna use it to make a salve, like an ointment.
Very good. So as you go to your house, tell me, let's look at the role that you play in your village. Are
I'm
you
a medicine woman. A medicine woman, and I can make they look like drinks, but with bark or tree twigs. I let them sit for a while, and that helps with headaches, especially when a female is pregnant. She gets headaches. Um, I make a lot of rubs, um, especially for healing of the skin with all the ele- elements of the weather. No, the weather change and the nature, the bugs and stuff, the bites. I can treat snake bites if caught on time.
wow, without using the venom from the snakes, by using herbs?
Well, it depends. So there we have different snakes here. But if it's caught on time and I can stop, there's I have if it's if if it's a male, oh okay. I can use my hands as well to dispel, to, mm, I guess, to put a hold to the energy, to the venom. Is that what I do? It depends, because if I have a large man who has gotten bitten by a snake, which happens a lot, I can probably help him. But if a baby gets bitten, then I could just make him comfortable, or her. It depends.
Very good. Theo, what year is it for you?
Mm. I say 978.
And what year, what country are you in? Or continent?
I'm not sure, but I know that it gets cold and it gets hot.
Okay, very good. So Theo, are these skills that Gisette has at this time?
Yeah. She's used it many times before.
In what
And uh well she's had many lifetimes with them.
mm-hmm.
Um mm, and she uses it now. She could feel the energy in between her fingers. And the energy comes from her root area, her root chakra.
Mhm.
And the herbs are an addition to the hands. They work and together. But as she expands her knowledge on the roots, she will be able to use it alongside her hands when the time is needed.
Very good. And this knowledge would just come forward for her?
It will, and she will find herself questioning different aspects of the healing, the nature of the healing, but with her background and and all the energetic imprints that she's had from before will come as needed for every person that she heals or she helps. It will be different.
Very good. So, Theo, if you scan Gisette's body, is there anything that she needs? Is she having any imbalances? Does she need your help at this point?
Mm. I feel her stomach. She has a few block blockages there, and I can help her if that's okay with you.
Gisette, would you like Theo to help you with the blockages in your stomach?
Yeah, please.
Very good. Theo, we would love for you to help her. Can you tell us what you're doing as you're doing it?
We are bringing energy into her hands. We are releasing and fortifying whatever is needed. Her stomach is where she holds her emotions, where she processes her emotions. She notices that whenever she feels anger or fear or frustration, she first feels it in her stomach. And it affects the stomach first. This is her point, her main point of energy. She is better now.
So Gisette was noticing that she is in a pattern right now of gaining weight. Is this blockage have an effect on her? Gaining weight?
Yes. Yes. And the she's holding on to too many things at once. There is so much that she wants to complete in one day. And she that cannot happen all in one day. She needs to take it slow and remind herself that she has permission to evolve at a more reasonable speed where she is also not forgetting about herself.
So as Gisette has cleared out, as Theo, you've cleared out this blockage for Gisette, what else can she do for her body to let the weight come off easier?
We've been working with her in many different ways, but she needs movement. Movement doesn't matter where, running, walking, yoga, swimming, in a gym. It does not matter. As long as she is moving, she needs more movement. Her weight is stagnant energy. It is stagnation. Her energy needs more flow. Flow. There is a reason as to why she is connected with water. Yeah, there is. You know that.
What is that? What is that reason?
It's always in flow. Anytime she is not in flow with herself, she will begin to feel heavier. As she becomes in flow with herself, she will become lighter because she is in in equal vibration with her, not her origin, but just what she knows to work with. There is a connection with water. She knows this. And there is a reminder to remain in flow with yourself. Do not put any blockages because this will cause for your weight to increase, for your personal life to become blocked, what feels like blocked. When everything is in flow, when you allow movement outside, you're also allowing the movement of energy inside.
Very good. And how about what she's ingesting? Do you have any recommendations for her, Theo, on what her body needs?
Less dairy.
What was that?
Less dairy.
Less dairy.
And she wants to begin vegetarian, which is okay for her. She's been told this. I mean, anything, well, she needs to supplement herself because her lack of nutrients is also causing blockages. She needs more nutrients. And once she takes in more nutrients and has more movement, more flow, this will bring her back into balance.
Very good. Gisette, are you clear on that?
I am. Thank you.
Very good. So, Theo, as Gisette evolves, you will be there with your knowledge, correct?
Oh, yeah. I've never left.
You never left. Absolutely. Okay. Are there any other fractals of herself that we need to show Gisette today?
No, she's done
Yeah.
and will continue to do great.
Very good. So, Theo, thank you for your help. Gisette, when you're ready, all of your information will flow forward as it relates to your herbs. One other thing we were asking, her relationship with the elementals, you said as the earth evolves, she will be more involved with elementals. Is that what you were telling her?
Yep.
Will she be channeling them?
Not so much channeling. I mean, she can if that's something she wishes to do. It depends on your energy and the vibration that you're in, but the elements will play a part in the healing or the management of the human body in the years to come. And she will be able to attune, I guess, in a way, know what is right for somebody when the the resources that one is used to now are no longer there.
Okay. That's a big sentence right there. Okay. That's why it'll be helpful for healers to be ready because they will be needed.
The knowledge of what the earth supplements you with is beneficial to many.
Very good. And will she have ability? Does that have the ability to have the land to be able to get the herbs that she needs? To have access to the herbs?
Yes, right now she is in preparation. And when the time is ready, convenient for her, there will be some changes in her home. But later on, when the medicine, the knowledge of medicine, the knowledge of how to make remedies, it will be everywhere
Awesome.
for her to work. She can go, or she will be able to go to somebody and have the elements there, or they can come to her and she will have the elements there. But it will be much a much more abundantly found when it is needed later on.
Very good. Thank you for that. Theo, are we complete? Anything else that you need to let Gisette know, Theo?
Trust your knowledge. Trust that the information that comes to you, your soul already knows. And this is not just for her. This is for you too, Laura. Trust. Trust in your knowledge and what's to come.
You know, I've been told that I should be able to move energy through my hands, but I, like, even in healing myself, and I end up with so much doubt. I really want that to be.
You already have it. You already possess it. The doubt is blocking you.
I know. I need it to go. I need it to go. I'm ready for it to happen. And I don't know why I'm getting in my own way on this.
While you are meditating, in your own time, you can practice the hand movements, just moving with the energy, moving the energetic flow in between your hands, becoming aware of it, becoming of your thoughts while this happens, moving and playing with the energy. And as you do this, you will find yourself more comfortable with the manipulation of the energy. And the information will come as needed. It will come when you open yourself a bit more, but it is there, working, webbing, flowing, feeling the energy between your hands. And if you place it on your body. You could feel the heat. You could feel the tingles. And you can, you will, you already are, without realizing it, manipulating the energy. It just has to come to the forefront for you, but it will happen. Everything in small doses. You can also work with Gisette, with the energy, as she works with you. The energy will balance off of each other.
I know, I love this. I love her information. I love this connection. Very
We
good.
were ready for it.
Huh?
We were ready for it. The first time, I believe, it didn't happen. There is a reason in the delay. She was not ready.
Mm-hmm.
Now she is.
Very good. And we'll have time together in a couple of weekends too. That'll be nice.
Lots will happen then.
Oh, that's exciting. Very good. Theo, thank you for all of your help, your healing coming forward. She said, I'd like you to disconnect from the life of Theo, although you'll never disconnect because she's there with you always. And let's go back to Anux on the ship. Anux, do you have any message for us as you're up there monitoring the humans? Do you have any advice, any messages, anything that we should know?
Continue in the trusting that everything will unfold exactly when it needs to, exactly as it should.
Very good. And next, I have one other question for you. You know, as light workers, we have this whole story going on that's totally different than the story that's being fed to the masses. Will the masses ever understand the plight of Gaia ascending and the removal of the density? Or will it just play out in a different scenario for them?
This is a great question, but every person has their own little world.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
That we call a head. And everybody's perception of things are different.
I knew that was going to be the answer. Yes, different.
It will be different. And although many refuse to connect to what is coming, the energy will be felt. And that is why it is not so much of what we are experiencing with our eyes, but when Earth shakes She trembles. Everybody can feel it in that area. As the energy comes forward, everybody might not be able to see it because of the perception and the veil that they decide to keep on them, but it will be felt. And what they do after that depends on them. But when the main event comes, there will be no questioning. There will be no doubt. There will only be confusion and knowing, depending on who you are.
Very good. And we have in many of my sessions, I'm prompted to ask the person if they are ready for a DNA reprogramming. Is that a necessary thing anymore? Are all humans being upgraded, or only those human bodies that are asking for it?
You certainly don't have to ask. It happens as the timing is right for you. Gisette has been going through programming, and so have you, and so have many other. It is a silent upgrade that happens. If you would like to continue to ask, then it poses no harm, but it is completely up to your discretion. If that feels right with the person, with the connection that you have made.
Okay, great. Okay, thank you so much. And we want to thank you for all of your knowledge, all of your help, all the information you've given us. And
You're welcome.
thank you. And then,
thank you.
Very good. Gisette, I'd like you to go ahead and disconnect from Anux in a manner that you need to, or that we also know Anux will always be with you. And as we go back to Anuta in the pyramids in Peru, is there anything else we need to look at about her life? Does Gisette need to see anything else about Anunta's life? Her gifts?
Nothing in specific. Everything will come as needed.
Very good. Okay, Gisette, are you ready to come back?
I am.
Very good.
Perfect. Good.
So,
okay.
Wow.
Oh, okay.
What do you think about that?
That was awesome. That was a lot.
A wealth of information. A wealth
Oh
of
my God.
information.
I was so nervous in the beginning. In my head, I was like, oh my God, I'm going to screw this up.
You are
Nothing's
beautiful.
going to come up.
Bringing that information forward, you are phenomenal.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. That was great.
Did you get your answers to
I did.
gifts?
Yeah, it's more like a knowing, like, like a confirmation. Yeah.
I find that once it comes through the whole time, you're like, of course, everybody knows this. And then you go listen to it again and you're like, okay, wait, that's kind of interesting. You had some beautiful, beautiful information. So
yeah, that felt great.
you
I felt
really are
lighter.
pulling some good stuff. Do what?
I said I feel lighter, like with the information, I guess, that came through. It's like, it's out.
What a treat that ended up being. That was really awesome.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah. So, you know what I'd like to see if you're good with this.
Hmm.
This is really good information for light workers.
Hmm.
Would you be okay if I pulled out anything that was personal and published this?
Yeah, yeah, that's
Okay.
fine.
Okay,
Yeah,
because I think it was a lot of really good stuff.
I think so too. And this
Yes.
was amazing. I didn't think it was, because you kind of always like think, okay, what is this gonna be like? What is gonna come up for me? You try to attribute it to different things, and this is nothing compared to what I thought was gonna happen.
Listen, this was a phenomenal session. It was beautiful.
Thank
And
you.
I love to watch how all the pieces of the puzzle connect. But
Yeah.
what I thought was so beautiful is how you had what's her name? The Indian woman go into the pyramid in Peru, and you
Yeah,
said, but she's connected to something bigger. And
yeah.
then it connected to his name, Anouk, on
And
the
I
ship.
think it was a nuke or a newt,
Anouk,
but
Anouk, yeah.
yeah, but I saw him, and he was initially the first one I saw when I was going under, and it was like this big spaceship, and everything was dark around. But I remember seeing the beak of like an owl or a bird. And I was like, oh, that's weird. And then I was brought back to that lady, and I was like, oh, okay, at least I'm human. But no, they were connected. So, but that was the initial impression that I got, was that one, and it was like I was out in space in a
That was pretty
spaceship with little
phenomenal.
lights.
And then the information coming forth was, from him somewhat, but it was from a bigger knowing just coming through and flowing,
Right. Yeah.
that was great information to see, that they're monitoring the fear of the humans, and then
Right.
your explanation of how the fear is affecting the earth.
Hmm.
That was really profound. So
Yeah.
that whole analogy was very, very interesting to see how that works.
I'm gonna have to go back and listen to it.
Yeah, you had some really good information.
Okay.
Really
Good.
good information.
That's
Yes.
awesome.
Mhm,
I
mhm.
feel great.
Yes, yes. Well, it was a treat. I love
Yes.
your
Thank you.
persistence. Don't you absolutely love the timing that you're with
Yeah.
Josh last week, me now, and then going with us with Alba? I
Right.
love that
Yeah.
timing. It's
Perfect
great.
timing.
It is.
Yeah.
It does.
I'm excited.
It shows up where it needs to show up. So in 2 weeks, we can hug each other. How about that?
Yes. Finally.
I'll see you in Gainesville, huh?
Yes. I'm
So,
excited. Thank you so
yeah.
much. I really
Okay.
appreciate it.
I really, really enjoyed it. The treat was mine. It was such a gift to do this.
Thank you.